Mic placement, check. Life is a miserable pit of death, check.
All right, we're live. Episode 3, we're back. We took a week off.
Yeah, it was completely my fault, wasn't it?
I mean, I don't want to point fingers, but
Why didn't we?
yeah, it was your fault.
Why didn't we record on Monday?
Okay, so last Monday, you texted me. You said you were hungover.
Yes.
Right. So that's why. And I was like, all right, we'll do it Tuesday. And you're like, well, I got to work. But we'll do it like 10. We'll do it like 10. And then you text me at like 10:45 or like 11:30 or something. You're like, dude, my plane leaves in 40, or I got to be at the airport in 45 minutes. I didn't do laundry last night. I fell asleep, whatever. So, yeah. Not saying it's your fault, but
I'm a
was
pussy.
It was 100% your fault.
That's how I know, like, I've hit this stage of my life now where I don't know, at some point over the course of this past year, I can't handle alcohol like the way I used to be able to. Like the hangovers of, I was at a stretch where I was not getting a single hangover, and I was like, my life is blessed.
Right.
I would drink the same amount that I do. Maybe, I don't know if it's because I weighed more at a time, but like I've been at this like consistent weight for a while now. And for some fucking reason, like the hangovers kill me. They will last almost like a day and a half.
I think that changed for me. Like I used to in college, obviously, I would wake up to completely fine.
Mm-hmm.
I would have no issue whatsoever. Think I got to 26. I think when I turned 26 is when I started to notice that I was going downhill fast. And there was no coming back from it.
I think it has something to do. I don't eat as much anymore, like from like working out and stuff like that. So okay. I'm not eating before. I mean, what I need to start getting the rhythm of doing is on that Saturday before going and doing like my little hangover prevention specialty, which is a double quarter pounder with cheese, large fry, large Coke. And hey, that's like what
a healthy meal.
That's like 1,500 calories. Hey, it's not healthy at all, but guess what? You don't have to eat multiple times before drinking.
That's true.
So that was always my go-to. But now it's like we'll maybe go to Dose. Maybe get like a paella, barely finish it because I drank the night before and I can't eat when I'm hungover.
Right.
So it's like it's a constant pit of just misery.
You know, I remember now too. Last Monday I woke up, my voice was gone. That's why I texted you. I was like, dude, my voice is just gone. I don't know what happened. And like it got better throughout the day, but I don't know what happened.
Was last Monday when you guys were swimming? No,
that was
Sunday.
Sunday, I think.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it went from the Sunday. Was that even on that Sunday?
Dude, you're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, I'm like I'm so bad at like figuring out like what did I do this past weekend? I'm like,
yeah, that's why I made sure that last weekend, because I got some good stories from last weekend.
Yeah.
That I made sure I wrote down some notes. But I mean, a lot of big changes. We got new logo.
New logo
came in. That's one. We got a TikTok.
We
have a semi-professional editor. Me.
Semi-professional editor.
Him.
Unpaid.
So I'm doing this freelance stuff. You know, it's fine. Pro bono.
Please donate to us so I can pay Devin. Please.
I need to get paid for my work. It took me. And what's funny is, so my big thing was like, what's one way to blow up? Well, you just gotta put content out there, right?
Yeah.
So I took the clip that we had and put it out there, and I was like, well, this is stupid. Like, it's still out there, and it's just the clip. Just straight up horizontal film clip of what we said that was funny. And I was like, well, this fucking sucks. There's no editing. There's no nothing. There's no subtitles. And I'm like scrolling through my For You page, and all I see is like subtitles everywhere. And I was like, dude, I gotta fix it. So I've used this software before. It's a free, because I'm not paying for Adobe. No shot. No way.
We'll figure out a way to get something. We'll pay for it too. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Going right off. Yeah, so I used the free software, and I made it. I mean, hey, I'm not a professional by any means, but I know how to watch a mean YouTube video that can teach me a lot of things.
It looked good.
Yeah, it's not bad. So if you're not following us on TikTok, I'll put the link down below. Make sure to hit that up.
The thing that feels good about this is that you know like you're doing something right, and I know a lot of people that listen to this, people that we go out with, friends, girlfriend, things along those lines. But it felt good to get some text messages over this past week when I was in Indiana saying, "Where's the podcast at?"
Yeah, I had one of my buddies text me. He's like, "Hey, when's the new pod coming out?" And I was like, we're on a 1 week hiatus." And my immediate thought, because this is like a big thing, is like any of those podcasts out there, you see them, it's like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And they call it pod fade. And I was like, no, we're not pod fading, dude. There's no way. No pod fade. No, sir. We're coming back. We just couldn't make it work on Monday.
Well, I
So,
sat there. I was
you
like,
know,
it's the beginning of the end. Once you take that week off, it's like, is it ever gonna happen? We're like, no. It's just there's so much shit. Yeah, because so that happened on Monday. You said you lost your voice, and
yeah,
I was like, okay, like, so we won't. I said tomorrow morning we will.
yeah,
I can't remember what I. Oh, so I was out the night before. I went to go play basketball for the first time because
okay,
my groin tear finally is feeling good. So I really want to test it out. So like, sweet, like
right,
I'm good to get back to like activities now. And then I think I went to like Amin, Trey's, Noah's. We played like Mario Soccer,
oh
like
yeah,
all
yeah, the
this. And
striker,
I
the
yeah,
striker league game, yeah,
and I was so tired that I got home and I was like, you know what? It's like I still got to do my laundry. I completely forgot.
yeah,
So like I threw it in and I fell asleep, which is the worst thing to do.
right. Now you got wet clothes in the morning.
Yeah. So my flight was supposed to be at I think it was supposed to be for 1. And because I had nothing done, I was like, fuck, I got to push it back like a couple hours.
Yeah.
And that's when I said to you, I was like, dude, I
You're like, I gotta leave in 45 minutes. I fell asleep, didn't do laundry. I'm fucked.
I'm cutting it so fucking close right now. I was like, no chance. Like, I can't do this. I gotta
Yeah.
do that. So like, sweet, we'll regroup. We'll do it. But no, yeah, we appreciate everyone that's been listening. Whatever. Again, there's too many fucking platforms. I'm just gonna say Spotify. That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
always
fine.
feel is like.
Yeah. And the one thing that like I know Apple doesn't do video podcasts.
Yeah, so I was shocked because when you sent me after the first episode went live, I was like, wait, I forgot Spotify's videos now for theirs. So it's like 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah. Yeah. So it all works out. And then I put it on YouTube too. So you just see the whole clip live, whatever you want. No, last week. Yeah, so it would have been last Friday, right? I decided to do the cool thing. When you're 13, you do a LAN party.
Yep.
So we're in the basement. I get it all hooked up. I have the 8-port switch down here. I got 4 of the boys over. We're all gonna play some League. It's gonna be a great time. I was like, dude, I haven't done a LAN party since fucking middle school. Some Halo 3 shit,
Yeah.
Just tear up the campaign. Like that was what we did, and those days were great. So I was at Woodman's, and I was like, man, I really want to do this LAN party. And then we go to like the drink aisle, and I see Baja Blast in the cans.
Seltzers?
No, like Mountain Dew Baja Blast,
Oh yeah.
just non-alcoholic.
They brought it back.
Yeah, in a can. And I said 12-pack in the cart.
I actually did it when I was walking down to your basement. I sat there, I look, and I see in the kitchen, I see the Baja Blast thing. Like,
Yeah, yep. And then I also saw next to it they have like other flavors, and I was like, I've never heard of this. So then it was between pineapple and mango. I was like, mango, sure, in the car. So I sent a picture to everybody, and I was like, don't worry, guys, I'm fully stocked. And they're all like, fuck yeah, let's do this. I'm so excited for this LAN party. And so then everyone's all down here. We got everything hooked up. I didn't move my setup at all, so it's in the other room, but I can still see and talk to everybody. And then so Clay decides he's going to stream this thing,
Yeah.
right? So how we had to get this set up, I mean, he has his webcam. I have 2 extra webcams here. So what we did was we set up his rig, and he had his face cam, used one of mine to show the rest of the room. And then I joined a Zoom call with him, and he cropped it into the stream. So literally, there was just 3 cameras on the stream. I know you tuned in. How'd it look?
Well, so like I was in the middle of actually working, and so when I'm like during my typical work setup, right? I was doing my 3v3 stuff, so I'll have like stats and rosters up on like one tab. I'll have the Twitch chat open just to like be interactive, and I might have Twitter open. And so, of course, when someone goes live on Twitch, you'd be like, I'm Duffman live right now. So I said, oh, shit. So the next commercial, I'm going to quickly pop in. So I mute all my stuff. I go in there. I see out of the corner of the room. I see your camera. I see all this. The first thing that came to mind is how fucking big of a nerd I am. Hooking multiple cameras up to a computer like OBS like doesn't work. If they're like multiple Logitech cameras, which is why I was like, how the fuck did they do this? Because I had 2 of them. I remember I tried doing that same shit before.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't do it.
Yeah, he just had his webcam plugged in, and then it's just a USB webcam.
Oh yeah, well that's what mine was. So like this exact same one, and then I had the what's it it's the one that was the 1080p 4K whatever one it was.
I don't know.
Brio, Logitech Brio, I think. But I remember I was used to try setting up both of those, and it was just like I looked at it, I was like, yeah, 2 Logitechs just don't work in one system.
I don't know what his is. Maybe his isn't Logitech. I don't know. But yeah, we had those 2 plugged in, and then like I said, I joined a Zoom call. So then in OBS, he pulled up that window and cropped it, so it was just my face. Yeah.
So that part was the easy one.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I understand that, but yeah, no, it literally we were talking about it. It reminded me so much of when we were kids.
Yeah.
And if there was just a camera in that room, that's what it would capture. But we're just fucking 10 years older now.
Yeah. And like I said before, it didn't hit the same. Right. I've told people this. I was like, okay, at the end of the night, like I think I went to bed at like maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock, whatever. Like it didn't have the same feeling as it did when I was 14 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't. And I don't know if it's because, I have different priorities. I can't just play video games for hours on end and have fun. But like it was a good time, don't get me wrong. And like I can drink alcohol because I'm 21 over, so that was a good time. But I didn't like just get hammered. I just had a drink or two and literally was drinking Baja Blast all night, trying to like relive the glory days of like Call of Duty. And it didn't hit the same. It was a good time. Don't get me wrong, I'd totally do it again. But like the amount of work that I had to put into like I had to set up a table there, here, get all the stuff moved up so that we can get everything all hooked up. And like trying to get everyone's stuff because it was all computers.
Yeah.
So getting everyone's stuff down here was like 85 degrees out that day. So they're all coming in, they're all like sweating, we're all huffing and puffing, getting all this stuff down here. And I'm like, God damn, this just doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, before we were used to carrying little Xbox 360s or
Yeah,
PS3s.
you put it in a backpack.
Yeah.
And then they have TV, so you're fine,
That's why there was always that one kid that you grew up with who always had the PC. And you're like, yeah, we're having a party. He's like, can I bring my PC?
Yeah.
I'm
You're like, shut up, nerd.
like, what the fuck are you going to play? RuneScape? You fucking little virgin.
Yeah,
Huh?
we're not playing World of Warcraft, idiot. Get out of here.
Yeah, we're fucking trying to pub stomp at some COD. But no, I think those times hit more different because one, you're a kid, so like typically you had bedtimes.
Mm-hmm.
So there would always be that one designated person's house that everybody would go to for that stuff because their parents won't care how loud you could be.
Yeah.
You don't care if you stay up all night.
Right.
I remember we used to do that. We used to skip school the day after the Call of Duty would release.
Yep, same here. Used to do the midnight release and then just fucking not go to school the next day.
Sometimes skip 2 days in a row.
Okay,
too,
I never was
depending.
that bad, but
Oh, I was so, we were so dedicated to it. I was like, fuck. So
I think when that really switched was, I think it was like by the time I got to college when they had the Xbox One and you had to download the game. That's when it changed.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? When it's like, it used to be, I'm going to buy the disc, I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to play
and that's it.
And that's
And
it.
you had the option on Xbox 360 to download the game. So that way, like if your disc got really scratched, it
Then
would
you
just
could
be
have
able
a
to read
virtual
it. And it
copy.
would,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. But no, the Xbox One came out, and then all of a sudden it was like, no, every game you buy the disc, you put it in, and then you have to download like 100 gigabyte game. And I'm like,
That's all how everything is now too.
Yeah,
I
no,
hate it.
I was like, what the fuck's the point of buying a hard copy? There's no
Now,
point.
I haven't even tried using a hard copy. Actually, I don't even think Xbox One X has a disc drive in it. The
God.
mini fridge looking one.
Yeah, I have no.
I have a PS5 with a disc drive, but I don't give a fuck about buying a disc. So
Yeah.
I've never been able to try, but I'm pretty sure all consoles is still that same way.
I was a big hard copy guy.
I
I
used to
love-
be.
I loved. This is gonna sound so lame, but like we used to have a lot of DVDs. Like you get the DVD library,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's a flex. So I'd be like, I had all my Xbox 3, like PS2, PS1, PS2 games, and like they're all like stacked in a neat organizer. It's like that's a flex. I have a lot of games.
I mean, but like the hard copy is the way to go. The reason I switched is because they made it so you would download the game. It would you pre-download it, then have a timer for the release date.
Yeah.
So that as soon as it hit 12 o'clock
Yeah, it would
Eastern
start.
time,
Download.
it's 12 o'clock Eastern time. You can load it up. It's
Yeah.
like, what's the point of a hard copy anymore?
Well, why that pissed me off was because it used to be like, oh, you get the midnight release at GameStop, you wait outside, rip GameStop, and you go outside or in line and you go in, boom, copy, go home, you just fucking speed home and you throw it in and it's like, 12:30 and you're already like playing online. And the people on the East Coast had, hour,
Yeah.
so they already had it. So you're playing against people, you like put it in, you're like level 1 and they're at like level 40 and you're like, dude, honestly, I hate this. But then it was like, oh, you got to download the game. That takes like an hour. So you're not playing till like 1:30. And I was like, this sucks.
It was
I'm going
all
to
the
bed.
incentives they used to have for midnight releases.
Yeah.
Like, I remember specifically Call of Duty World at War midnight release was like if you go there at midnight, get it, you get a code to where you can use the M1A1 carbine, which is one of like the deadliest single shot weapons in the game.
Yep.
The entire time. Even when you prestige, you always have it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I fucking need that shit.
Yeah. And then they tried doing the whole like multi-tier thing. It's like you can just buy the game or you can buy the, I don't know what it's called. It's called like the
Deluxe
something-
Legend
yeah,
Edition.
the deluxe package. And it was like the ultra deluxe package. And it comes with night vision goggles. And you're like, okay.
They really did do one with the night vision
Yeah,
goggles.
they really
I think
did.
it was
I think it was Black Ops 2.
could have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were like, you can get life-size figurine and a helmet with night vision goggles if you pay
Yeah.
$150.
I'm like, why do I want night vision goggles? I'm not gonna play with fucking night vision goggles on.
Coolest one is the it was definitely a Treyarch release, but if you bought the $150 version of the game, you got a little mini Juggernaut fridge,
Okay.
like the Perk and Zombies. And I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah,
But
that'd
yeah,
be kind of cool.
the night vision goggles, I'm never. What the fuck am I gonna use night vision
No,
goggles for?
never. Because knowing my luck, I'd go in, someone turn the light on, and be fucking blinded. I'd be like, ah.
Is that what happens?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't
Really?
actually blind you, but
It's like just super bright. It's
yeah,
like,
you just gotta close
whoa.
your eyes and go, wow, that sucked. No, so yeah, Friday night was a great time, just drinking Baja Blast, and we got pizza delivered here. Which where you at on pizza? Casey's Pizza. What's your, okay? What's your rank of pizzas?
In Byron?
Just in general, not even just in Byron, like Little John or Little John.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine that showing up to your front door. Ding dong. Yeah, pizza's here. Papa John's, Little Caesars. What else we got? Pizza Hut, Giordano's.
Well, if we're going off of just like franchise
chains,
chains,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, because like there's so many mom and pop places I'm sure are
Casey's.
fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
The way I personally rank it, Papa John's is number one in terms of those franchise places.
Domino's is another one.
Number two, I'm gonna say Domino's because of their garlic crust on the pizza. Pizza Hut number three, Little Caesars for those. But like
Okay.
if I throw Casey's in there too, Casey's is probably I'd put Casey's number two if
Okay.
I slide Casey's in to move everything down. I think that's like a good. Now if we're talking like locally in Byron,
Okay.
Casey's is probably it's either Wheezy's or Casey's, which is sad to say that a gas station might
ever
have the
had-
best pizza in town.
You ever had Lino's?
No,
Pizza?
we talked about that.
Okay.
I need
Lino's
to really try
pizza is
that.
pretty good. I like Lino's pizza. Chain wise, I think Pizza Hut's number one, dude.
Really?
I don't know why. Some people just bag on Pizza Hut, and I go, dude, it's kind of fire.
Well, back in the day when they had the one in Oregon,
Okay.
the one in Oregon just used to have the buffet on thing on Wednesdays or Thursdays.
Yeah. Which is a
now-
total power move of a franchise. by the
Oh
way.
yeah,
Hey, we're a pizza joint, and we have a buffet.
and it was so good.
Yeah, so good.
But the thing is, too, Pizza Hut. My favorite one that they ever had was it was the crust of like those cheesy knots that were around it. So
Mhm.
you would peel it off and
Yeah, you
get
could
those-
rip. Yeah,
That was my favorite pizza. Like
Yeah.
on one of my favorite pizzas of all time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't have like literally we used to get Domino's in college all the time because they were like one of the only ones that would deliver on
Mhm.
campus. Because you'd be like, oh yeah, we're in this dorm, and they're like, oh okay, we got you. Nobody else would do that. They'd be like, oh, what's the address? You'd give them the address of the school, and they're like, well, that didn't help because it's a school. Like,
yeah,
there's so much to it in the campus, and so Domino's, you could be like, yeah, we're in Olson, and then he's like, all right, cool, got you. It was so nice. So Domino's was definitely my number one in college, but I think Pizza Hut takes cake, man.
really.
Yeah, it takes the cake. But
But they each are good in their own way. Domino's is the best it's good because of the garlic crust. Papa John's is honestly only good because of the garlic sauce that you
Okay.
can get with it. Dipping that in there, it's
Right.
perfect. Pizza Hut, I don't know. I feel like that's just if they had that like that cheesy, those little cheesy knot crust,
Right.
I would still be balls deep in that bitch. I'd be frothing that fucker.
Holy shit, that's one of the funniest.
Who
quotes
needs a pocket pussy when you've got Pizza Hut cheesy nuts?
the frothing thing. And you know what's funny? Ever since we talked about that, I have seen that
Frothing videos.
like not even
Not
just
like that frothing, but
yeah, obviously not like that, but no, like I've heard the word come up multiple times, and then like I've seen a bunch of stuff. I can't remember. There was so many instances in the past like 2 weeks that I've been like with Elena or something, and I'm like, shut up. Is this real? Like, is this happening? And I was like, I've never heard of this before until like that instance, and then now it's just everywhere.
there has to be some sort of science to where just because like you didn't know about it, so you never acknowledged it, right?
Yep.
It's kind of like you ever played GTA back in the day.
Yeah.
You would find a car, right?
Oh yeah,
And then you're driving around, all of a sudden you just see all those cars.
Yeah, that's true.
Now were those cars just always there? You just didn't notice until you got that car?
There's got to be
That's-
a name. There's got to be a name for that, right?
Living in a simulation is what it's called. That's what it's fucking
It's called
called.
We Are Robots.
I swear to God, like the amount of times somebody has ever said, like, we'll bring up a topic. I guarantee something's gonna happen after this podcast. I'll be driving home and I'm gonna see something.
Right.
You'll be mentioning a subject, talking about a subject, and then you will physically see it, hear it on the radio, ads on the phone, which ads on
Well,
the phone or
that's a whole
TikToks are
different
always
story.
like
Yeah,
that. But
that's-
if I go in the car and I hear something on the fucking radio about new Starbucks, fucking this and that, and I'll be like, or no, Papa John's commercial. I cannot tell you the last time I ever heard a pizza commercial in my life.
Yeah.
If I get in my car and I fucking hear a Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, I will. I might just crash my car.
Yeah. Well, we are living in a simulation, so you'd be all right.
I
I'm trying to
don't
think.
like that.
You just had Starbucks, by the way.
Yes, I do.
So I'm gonna roll over to my weekend a little bit, and then we'll get to when we
I don't know if I
interacted
want to
with
talk
you.
about my
But
weekend.
well, we went to Madison. We went to Madison this past weekend, and we went to the zoo, and I took Elena to the Target that's like downtown Madison. It's super nice. It's like built into a hill. You park in a parking garage underneath it,
Mhm.
and then take an escalator to the
Oh
main
yeah, I
floor.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's super nice. And so we go in there, and there's a Starbucks, obviously. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just get a coffee real quick. Starbucks, overrated. So overrated.
I hate coffee.
Oh, you hate coffee?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have
Well,
some input. But
Starbucks has a drink that I always get. So like when we're at work, we have someone who's like, "Hey, we're gonna make a Starbucks run. Anybody want anything?" It's like mango dragon fruit lemonade.
okay,
Fucking amazing.
yeah, probably.
So like but I'm just not a big coffee guy.
But do you know how much that costs?
It's like $9.
Yeah. What? Get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of town.
Get out of town here, boss. Yeah. So I got 2 drinks. Oh, that'll be $12.85. Excuse me.
It's fucking expensive.
Where is Dunkin' Donuts?
That's why people always
I
make
will buy
these,
2 coffees for $4 and be happy.
That's why people are always making these fucking jokes about like, oh, my daily addiction to Starbucks. Like,
How do you afford that shit?
how much? What's the average cost of a pack of cigarettes?
Oh, it's got to be like $9 now, I think. Are you serious?
Probably. No, it's probably. I thought cigarettes were a little bit more. 10.
Well, I know there was a big change when I don't know what year it would have been. They like taxed the fuck out of cigarettes to try to get everybody to stop smoking them. Because it was kind of like when we were younger, I was like, oh, cigarettes are really bad for you. And then they started banning, like, in bars that used to be able, you'd walk in and it would just be smoked.
Oh, I remember that.
Okay, so once they like forbid it in like public places, it was like you can't smoke in public places. They just like taxed the absolute fuck out of cigarettes. So you used to be able to get a pack of cigarettes like a can of dip, like $3.50 or whatever. And all of a sudden it was like you can't smoke in public. Boom, skyrockets, just absolutely through the roof. So let me look up. I'm pretty sure the reason why Starbucks is so expensive. Starbucks.
You know what I fucking hate? This is kind of off topic, but it
Yeah,
just
no,
popped
no.
up my phone.
We love
when
that.
spam accounts on like this on Snapchat will just randomly add you,
Yeah.
and so it'll be like,
Oh, my favorites are the usernames.
yeah, like this one was just
It's like Ashley 104.
this one's Brooklyn Romero, Brooklyn R3825.
Yeah. What a
Like-
bot fucking name.
Like, come on, are we even giving? Do we give a fuck anymore? But yeah,
Oh, man. It's something I want to say. I can't find this probably. Okay, so Starbucks. I think the reason why it's so expensive, I don't remember where I heard this, but I think it's because it's so expensive. I think that every like sale they make, they take like a percentage and donate that towards like humanity cause.
oh really?
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, global community impact grants. It's something like that. Yeah, where they literally like take something to be like, all right, yeah, we're gonna donate, 1% of our profits to
Goody two
global hunger,
shoes.
Yeah,
Goody
so
two
that's why
shoes.
it's so expensive. I'm pretty sure. All right, so that was pretty much my weekend. Yeah, I went to the zoo in Madison. It was a good time.
Which zoo did you go to? Is it the one that's like kind of just open? You
It's
just go.
the free one, yeah. Henry Villas.
Yeah.
Henry Villas, yeah. Which super nice. Like I've never been there, and like parking was a nightmare because it was a really nice day and it was a weekend, so everyone goes. You had to like park on a random street. I felt bad because we're like parking in front of people's houses. Super nice area and kind of hilly. And then we go in there and there was like, it was a free zoo. Can't complain. It's
Yeah.
free. But it wasn't like, oh my God, this is the best place on earth.
What animals do they fucking have there?
They had like, the coolest one was a giraffe. They had a giraffe.
Giraffes are
They had a rhino that was sleeping. A lot of the animals were sleeping. That pisses me off. Wake up.
That's what.
Sleep during the night. God damn it. We're here to see you because we don't get to see you.
Yeah, like, I think I've had those situations, and like zoos are. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on zoos, but there have been times like I like tigers. I like seeing lions, and then they're like
Yeah.
sleeping. I'm like, what time do they wake up? And you're just like sitting there like waiting. Are they moving? And I'm like, are they dead? Like, no, they're not dead.
And like part of me, we were going through and like, yeah, they're sleeping. Cool. Whatever. I get it. Animals sleep a lot. That's fine. They hunt during the night. Cool. You go. But you're being fed by humans on a regular basis. The least you can do is wake up.
I fed a tiger before.
Oh, fuck that. I would never.
Well, like through a fence
Okay, I was gonna say
with a
'cause
big stick.
you know what happened? Like, hey, I got a piece of meat, bud. He goes, hey, your arm is a piece of meat.
Yeah,
Chomp.
they like
Thank you.
so they have here's the fence, and then like here's you, and they give you this giant stick, and you just poke it through. But you can feel them like grab the rod and like this, like damn. So I'm gonna fucking let go of this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, so we were going through it, and part of me, I kind of felt bad for some of these animals.
I always feel bad for animals in zoos, but I also know at the same time if they're released into the wild in the state that they're at, they'll die.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because now they're just totally
They're just used to get
getting
everything
fed. Yeah.
handed to them.
Right, but like, there's like this really cool monkey, and he's like by himself, and I'm like, dude, at least give him like a playmate,
Yeah.
like a female one with male. What I don't really care, but this dude's just up there chilling by himself, just watching people go by, and he's got he's got ropes, everything hanging around, and I'm like, this man's just by himself chilling.
That's what I always
That's
wonder.
not fun.
No. That's what I always wonder is like, are the other ones that are supposed to be in there with him doing something else?
Yeah, are they in the back like getting a vet checkup? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I don't know. But I saw that and I was like, this poor monkey, dude. He's gonna take one of those ropes and tie him up and just neck himself. There's no way. Yeah.
It's gonna pull an Epstein.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's like the one place in the entire world that I will refuse. I went there as a kid, but obviously that was my parents' call. I did not know much. Is fucking SeaWorld.
Yeah.
SeaWorld sucks dick.
Never been.
I mean, like the
That's all I know.
experience is cool, but after you find out like what they do to them, it's like, wow, this place is fucking awful.
What do they do to them?
It's like there's like a bunch of like different things, like the way they train it, the way like where some like the orcas are kept in like very, very small, like fucking just little circles. Drill holes in their teeth. I'm not sure exactly what the reason that's for. But yeah, like there's like really, really mistreated.
Huh. Interesting. I never knew that.
So
That's
it's always fuck
humans
SeaWorld.
suck, dude. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Humans suck.
it's
We
always
think we're so tough.
like the shark killing competition that's going down in Florida. I think like this next weekend or something. Trying to make a petition for them to stop it.
Okay.
Because there's this guy's been popping up on my TikTok. He's called Shark Wahlberg, and he like tracks.
Wait, that's a great
Yeah.
name. Shark Wahlberg.
Yeah, and he like so there's this app where you can go through and you can track a bunch of different sharks, and I have to
They've
say
all been,
this,
like, tagged?
and one turtle because there's apparently a turtle that got tagged. So, but
Like on accident or what?
I have no fucking idea.
They're just like tagging sharks, and all of a sudden this guy's like, dude, look at that fucking turtle.
Just slap
Tag.
one on there. But so the craziest part about this, he's trying to prove that megalodons are real.
Okay.
Because so like sharks have a pattern, and you can track it online to where like they swim very shallow.
Right.
Then all of a sudden they go into the deep and disappear.
Oh.
Because their little radar pings when they come up.
Okay.
So like I don't know exactly how that functions, but it's when they go up to the surface and come down, it'll ping where they're at. There's been one shark that's like 12 and a half feet long, like 16 feet long, fucking massive, that
is
is
massive.
now just stopped pinging. And so they're like, but last time I seen it, like the depth in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, nice.
So
So
like
he went down deep and just got mauled by a megalodon.
megalodon ate it up.
Nice.
So, but
Dude,
yeah, there's a whole competition apparently going on in Florida where people are literally just killing sharks for
Yeah.
like game.
Oh. Well. I don't know if I'd be down for that.
Fuck that.
No.
I mean, I hate fishing anyway. It's fish scare me.
Oh, I love fishing. So much fun.
I touch a fish, I go, huh.
Oh yeah, it's
Fuck that.
You got to know, and the dumb thing about fish is that like, you got to know how to hold each fish.
Can some cut you?
Oh yeah,
Sungill?
like the bluegill. Yeah, the bluegill, they suck. They're spiny, so you got to literally like grab the top and like kind of like smooth them down. Otherwise, you just grab it and it just goes pricks you right in the hand. You're like, fuck this fish.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
I'd punt it.
I just whip them back anyway. It's fine. They're useless.
But yeah, I've never been a big fishing guy, but
Yeah, well, isn't that creepy that like, how much of the world's the ocean? 75%. It's some shit like that.
Yes, I
And
think
how
so.
much have we not explored?
It's the depths of it.
Excuse me?
That's what
It is the year 2022 and we have not explored this entire planet.
it's like. We've explored every aspect of the ocean in terms of like finding out where everything's at. It's the depths of it, going down deep enough to try to like.
Yeah, so why is that a thing?
I'm not a science guy, but I know it's all to do with water pressure, right? You're going down too deep, like the body can't take or like whatever whatever vehicle you're
atmospheric
in.
pressure just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I did see something. I'm not sure if it was old or new, to where like they've officially gone down the deepest they ever have into the ocean to where they touch the floor.
Oh shit.
But like it's so hard to see because the jet from whatever, like I'm gonna call it a submarine, blows all the sand up so you can't see to. So you really just have to sit there and just wait
Oh god.
and see if something
Can
comes.
you imagine being in a submarine at the bottom of the ocean? All of a sudden, a megalodon just swims right by.
That'd
You go,
be-
what the fuck?
What the fuck do you even do at
You're
that
like,
point?
Give me up, pull me up, pull me up. There's no way.
I'd be fucking shook. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was my weekend. That was a good weekend recap.
See, what the fuck did I do?
Okay, so I know Friday, no.
No, I need to. I can't remember what I did Friday. I mean, I know I went out, but it was dead.
I think it was dead.
It
And
was
you did.
dead as
That's when you
shit.
bar hopped. You bar hopped in Byron because Elena was working.
Yes. Okay. So
Yep.
that's what happened. So I just went out like normal, showed up. I got done with the work about 10:15. So
Right.
normal ritual, go straight to the cave afterwards. And I walk in and I see Angie and I'm like, what the fuck? It was dead.
Yeah.
It was busier at lunchtime today than it was on the Friday night.
Right.
And so I'm like, okay, I can't text and Noah Trey like, yo, it's dead because they won't show up. So I'm like, yo, it's fucking busy. It's like I'm waiting so long to get
cocksucker.
I'm waiting so long to get a drink right now. It's insane.
Yeah.
Then they show up and they go,
Liar.
what? So they end up showing up, and then anytime I don't know when I started this. It was just like when I was with a group of friends, and I want to say it was like last fall. That whenever it was really boring at one bar, I said, all right, let's fucking bar hop. Like let's make our own little mini bar crawl with nothing to get from it.
Yeah, you got to.
So I sat there. We said, so a drink here, the cave. We'll go to Wheezy's, and then we're gonna play pool. I don't know how good you are at pool.
Not good.
I'm like,
I would think I'm good, but I'm not.
I'd say maybe I am a little above average. Maybe
Okay.
a little better than average.
So here's my problem with pool. I think I'm cool because I'm like, this is all angles. I teach fucking geometry. This is easy. And I'm sitting here. I'm going through all the scenarios. I'm like, all right, this shot. This is what's gonna happen. I'm like, Elena beat me at pool the other day. I don't want to fucking talk about it. And so I'm like, I'm gonna hit it here. This one's gonna go there. Hit that one into that pocket, right? And I go, none of that happens. And I go, fuck this game. Or I have like a super easy lined up shot.
Yeah.
And I go, I can't mess this up. This is so
and you
easy.
somehow do.
And then it just like it goes to the point. You know how like the corners meet and there's the two like felt corners, right? It goes and doesn't go in the pocket. And I'm like, I fucking hate this game.
That's the one thing like you really have to focus because like you any lapse of judgment, you tap like the wrong way and like this straight shot that should be easy isn't gonna get it.
Yeah.
So we played. I think it was like 2 or 3 games. Best 2 out of 3, and then me and Amon won because immigrants. So we end up winning, and I said, okay, here's the thing. It was already getting late at this point because they don't go out until like 10:30, 10:45.
Right.
So bars close at 1. So I'm sitting there. I think it's like 11:25. I said, if we're gonna get to all these bars, we're gonna start taking shots at something we go to. So I get down to Wheezy's, run over to Uptown, did like 4 cherry bombs, and then that's when I went over to the Bubs. And I can't remember what I think I said to Elena. It was like, yeah, like we don't have much time. We're doing like a mini pub crawl right now, so I just need 4 cherry bombs. She goes, you guys are leaving? I said, yeah, we gotta make it back to the cave at some point. That's what we have to do. I think we stopped and had one at Second Chance. Second Chance is Second Chance. I don't like the place.
You know, old people gotta drink somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was say. My mom always goes there. She's a frequent Second Chance goer.
Yeah, I'm not like mad about the place. It's a cool place.
Yeah, and then once we're back to the cave, nothing had picked up. Literally the exact same. So called it a night. Did something else I'm not gonna say, but it was fun. I'll tell you once we get off the podcast.
Okay.
Just don't want to put jobs in jeopardy.
Oh, right on.
But yeah.
Okay.
And then Saturday rolls around, right? And
so this is when I saw you.
Yes.
I saw you twice on Saturday.
Yep.
And then I don't remember what I did Saturday night. I don't think I did anything crazy. I think we went home early. I don't know.
Good question because
I don't know. So we go to Uptown in the morning.
Yep.
I was like, I texted Elena. I was like, hey, you want to get lunch? Like, it's like already, 11:50 or noon, whatever. I was like, you want to get lunch? I'll buy whatever. She's like, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. So we get to Uptown, and you are already there.
Mhm.
And you have a mimosa in your hand.
Yep.
Because they just started doing that, right? That was the first day.
First weekend.
Weekend.
Very first day. First day, actually.
Okay. So they started doing, what is it?
Bottomless mimosas from 11 to 2. You pay $20, and you get to drink as many mimosas as you want within that 4-hour period.
That's 3 hours. 11 to 2.
Oh, shit. 3-hour period.
Yeah, and you get a pizza, right? Isn't that what you said?
You have to pay extra for the pizza.
Oh, okay. So $20, unlimited mimosas.
Yep.
Why are they called bottomless? Can we talk about that? What kind of stupid
Because,
name is that?
you know what they say, like, there's no bottom to it, so it just keeps flowing?
No, that's stupid because if you say bottomless mimosa, I was like, okay, I want a glass. Bottomless? No, it falls out.
But no, because if there's no bottom to it, it just keeps flowing. So you keep pouring, it's going to keep flowing. That's why it's bottomless. That way it's done.
Nah, I disagree. I think it should be called topless. Topless
Oh,
mimosas.
because of the hole in the top.
Yeah, 'cause every glass is a hole in the top. Topless.
You have to
Topless
s-
mimosas.
You have to serve it
And
topless.
it double entendre there. You get the little topless.
Well, so the night before at the cave, because Belskus was bar back, and he like said to me about the bottomless mimosas. He says, "Guarantee you won't make it there
Yeah.
in the morning." And we have made this bet once before.
Well, if there's one thing I do know about you is that I would never challenge you to do something with like any kind of like getting up after a day of drinking because
Just
you
too
will do it.
competitive.
Yeah,
too.
you will do it.
Like, so we did have a bet a while back of, he says, if I don't make it out to the bar at bar open at Uptown, I'll take a double shot of Malort. And so we
Ooh.
shook on it. He didn't show up. I was there bright and early at 10:59 actually, right at the front door. 15 minutes go by. Snapchat him, no response. I was like, sweet, I fucking win. Text Gunner. I said he lost. Make sure we hold him true to this.
Yeah.
So then, what ends up happening is to make the same bet again. But I said, because I like you, I said I'm gonna give you a window. I gave him too much of a window. I said from 11 to 11:15 if you aren't there.
Okay. So you give a
He
15-minute window.
He got there at 11:13.
Well, why'd you give him a window?
I don't know. I felt generous because,
Okay.
like, sometimes when you clock in for work, they'll say, we'll give you like 5-minute leeway period, like either before or after you can clock
Yeah.
in. So I said, I'll give him that window. And I should have made it just 5-minute window, but he ended up winning it. So when we're in there, obviously, I think it was, who was it? I think it was Taylor Doan working. And last time I was ever working when she was behind the bar, I puked all over myself.
Oh, that
Uptown.
was one. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So she goes, "Oh no, you're back again to do this." I
And
said,
you're here at 11 a.m. for bottomless
I'm like,
mimosas.
"Fuck yeah, I
Topless
am."
mimosas.
Sorry, yeah, topless mimosas. So I said to her, I said, "Fuck yeah, I'm back." Like, what? Of course.
I never
So,
left.
Take the first one. The babiest mimosa I've ever had in my life.
Oh, okay.
And I sat there and, like, I'm not a Karen by any means. I'm not one to complain. But there comes a point in time where I go, what the fuck is this? So I literally, I'm not shitting you. It's not like this was at the point where I took it like a shot and it went down just in one gulp. It wasn't a two thing.
Interesting.
And so Blake comes around. I said, Blake, why is the mimosa cups being filled to this? He goes, what do you mean? I said, they're being filled like right
These are
here.
shot
I said, is it just because of me? Like, am I the problem? Or he's like, no, they should be being filled up like normal size of the cup.
Yeah.
Boom. Then they start flowing.
Right.
So then Bells goes, let's go toe to toe. I said, what do you mean? He said, let's go like,
Drink for drink.
Yeah, drink for drink. I said, fuck yeah, I'm down. What does he do? Go. I chug mine, chug. I think we finished 11
Yeah.
within that 3-hour period.
Right.
Not 4, 3-hour
3
period.
hours. Yes. 11 to 2, 3 hours.
Finished 11 of them. And so I'm already like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm feeling real good.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we've had this discussion. Day drinking's hard for me because I like to go all out, and
Yep.
I have to realize like, fuck, I got another 12 hours of this I have to get by.
Yeah, that's my problem. I don't know pacing.
Nope.
So that's why, like, those couple times that we've had the jungle juice nights, where we make our own batch.
Yep.
And we start at, 4 o'clock. Bad idea.
Which is wild because it's 4 o'clock
Yeah.
too. It's not like you start at like 11 or 12.
Right. So those days when I do start at 11 a.m., I'm either taking a nap, which is never a good idea.
Nope.
And it hits me at 5 or 6. And I'm like, I'm going to take a nap and then we go out. Perfect. Nope. Worst idea ever. You wake up in the hungover state at 7:30 and you're like, I'm just staying in. I'm just going to go to sleep the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have no pace control. So when I saw you and you were like, yeah, we're bottomless mimosas. And I was like, dude, that's a bad idea at 11 a.m. on a Saturday. Because I know for a fact, if I drank 11 mimosas, I would have a massive headache because I just can't do champagne that much.
Yeah.
I fucking can't. And I would have a massive headache. And then I'd be like, well, it's 2 o'clock. It's kind of nice outside. There's a patio. There's a rooftop. There's lots of places we could drink right now. And then I would just be done by 6 p.m.
And the thing is, I was like sitting there, I was like, wow, I'm actually feeling good for once. Like after like drinking the songs, like I'm easily making it out to the bar, which I did make it out to the bar. I did make it till close too. I just have no recollection of making it till close. I know
see, and that's the thing. I don't think I went to the bar that night. Maybe I did for a little bit, and then we left early because I do not remember that at all.
Yeah, because I saw you guys there.
I think we left early.
Could have been because I do remember because we went swimming at Nolan's house,
Right.
and then
Oh, okay, yeah, no, because then Roar and I were there, and you showed up at 7:30, and you walk in. I don't remember who you were with, but you
Michael
walk.
Krishoni.
Okay, yeah, so you were with him, and you walk in, and I knew you were blitzed off your ass immediately, because then Roar and I are sitting there, and you you come up to the bar, and you called Aaliyah, the bartender, you called her Elena, and she was so mad. She was like, you were at the same pool that I was at for the last 4 hours, and you don't
Which
know
is
my
true.
name. And so she was mad, and she wouldn't serve you. She wouldn't serve you because you were hammered.
Oh,
That's really what it was. Because we all looked at each other. You know how when someone walks in, you go, how are they standing?
yeah.
It was one of those. You were like slurring your words. You were being loud. You were expressing your political beliefs very, and so it was just like, oh man, this guy's had a rough day so far. And then you called her the wrong name, and she was like, no, I'm good. And then Emily P was also working, and so she came down, and she was like, hey, what's going on? And you started talking, and she goes, is he okay? And we're all like, I don't know, man. It's only 7:30. I don't know what's going on. And then we played darts.
I do remember playing darts.
Okay, so we played darts.
That was fucking awful.
You threw the worst dart I've ever seen in my life. You go up to the dart line, and you go to throw it. And first off, when you're shooting darts, when you're like hammered, I don't know if this is like what you usually do. You like do like a jump shot. You like you shoot it like a jump shot. You like bend your knees a little bit, you come down, you come up and just throw a floater, and the dart literally goes like this. Boop.
Miss.
Yeah, and so the worst dart I've ever seen, you launch it, and it comes up so short, it hits the bottom of the screen, and then flies off. It was so bad.
Dude, this is shit that I don't understand about drinking though. Like, how is there brownout periods? Like, I can remember some things. I remember playing darts. I just remember being really bad at it.
Yeah.
I remember walking in, talking to you guys. I don't remember saying the wrong name, political beliefs, or anything like that.
So funny. And yeah, I'm telling you, you were. And then you had another shot that was like, I think the same round. You threw that, and we all look at each other like, oh, this is gonna be easy. This is the easiest game of darts ever. And then your second throw literally got stuck between where the board. You know how the board like spins?
Yeah.
So there's like a little crack underneath. Your dart got stuck underneath the board and in between like the plastic body. Oh my god, it was so funny. You were so bad.
No.
It's okay though.
Well, that's what's wild too is that the reason I was at Michael is because we were all there by the pool, and then I was like, I kind of want to go into town. Other people were saying yeah, and I said, okay, here's my keys. Like, take us to Casey's. I want to grab some Gatorade. Like, get you some food for driving me and everything. And then that's when we got there, and everything. Well, you were out because I went back and grabbed my Clay shirt, and that's why I have my Clay shirt in my car.
Oh,
so you were out because I said, how long are you gonna be out for? He said this long. I said, oh my god, we should go get our Clay shirts. He said yeah. So I went back home. I walked back home, grabbed my Clay shirt, threw it in my car, just in case we were gonna change into it.
Yeah, yeah. So I know I just don't remember. I don't think I stayed the whole time. I think maybe Elena was working.
I was like, I
don't know.
So I remember getting there. I've been playing a darts game. There's a brief period where I don't remember. All of a sudden, it's like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And I remember like hanging out, talking to some of my friends from DeKalb and everything. And all of a sudden, I'm there in my mom's apartment on the floor playing with her cat, who like scratched me up and everything. I'm like, wow.
And you just having everything about
like,
it. You're just like, yeah, look, yeah,
bastard kitten.
Just shredding your arm up.
Yeah,
and you're like
literally like
it's so
here, back of my leg, everything. And then my brother is the one who ended up giving me a ride home. And then it's just one of those nights where you start getting text messages like, bro, last night you were on this. What do you mean? He's like, oh man, stuff you did. I said, you gonna tell me, or you just gonna keep saying the stuff I did like I remember what I did?
Yeah,
I'm
like, I don't remember it.
Somebody like give me the rundown of what happened. But
yeah,
it was a super fun night. It's just I think the thing is what gets me too. It's when it starts with mimosas and all of a sudden you flip to a different thing. So I was drinking a lot of beer when I was by the pool.
Okay, then I was going to ask what you were drinking.
Yeah, then I get to the cave, and then I'm just drinking vodka Red Bulls.
Yep.
So it's like you're mixing everything possible apart from wine into one thing, and it's like, yeah.
That's why I just can't do champagne, dude. I can't do it.
I don't like doing it either. It's nice if
I'm
not
like, even good.
No, champagne's disgusting by itself.
That's why, you know what? I had an epiphany just now. That's why people shake it and spray it everywhere. Because it's fucking terrible to drink. They just fucking waste it. That's why.
Could be.
You win a championship, goes everywhere.
Or because it's one of the only things that looks cool and goes.
Yeah, could be, but also at the same time, they're wasting it because it's trash.
Yeah, it's very cheap. A lot of them are super, super fucking cheap.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think champagne mimosa and stuff is fine. Champagne straight is never good. I don't give a fuck
No.
if it's a wedding. I think I did at the wedding. I just chugged it because like it's disgusting.
Yeah.
But like champagne and like obviously just like a mimosa, when you don't plan on drinking the rest of the day, so it's like a lunchtime thing.
Right.
Perfect. Love it.
Yeah.
But it's when you're like, oh fuck, I'm starting my day here.
Yeah.
It's got to end.
It's a rough way to start. It's a for sure downhill fast.
And this is why before Byron Fest, we will not start drinking at 11 or 12. We will drink at 3 or 4 or 5.
Preferably later.
Because we got
that's my goal.
We got the extra hour of bar time.
Yeah. So what'd you do on Sunday then?
What did I do on Sunday?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I think I went to the rooftop.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Because you texted me on Monday and said I'm hungover.
I drank again, yeah.
Yeah. You got any cool stories from that, or
Did I go by myself? Oh, I'm fucking confused. I can't remember who I was with.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because usually like the Sunday Fun Day crew is like people that go up there like Kev, Angie, Peyton, Kaylee. Okay, no. Ooh, I do remember. No, I do not. Kaylee's dad was there and then he wasn't there.
I love watching you try to piece together your weekend.
I really like maybe if I go through my camera roll, maybe there'll be like a saving grace that I take any pictures on that.
A random photo.
Like
Just save it and
something on that Sunday.
open up all these memories for you.
No, I didn't take a single picture.
Nothing.
Nope. So, but I did go out on the Sunday though because I was sitting there like, nah, man, there's like no way I can continue drinking. I'm so fucking hungover already.
Yeah. And you got cat scratches on your arm.
Yeah. Then I went to Sunrise. I had some food. And then I went to the cave. And then I didn't stay out till close. I don't think, but I could be entirely wrong.
Yeah.
I could be fucking completely wrong. But
cats or dogs?
Dogs easily.
Okay. Yeah.
There's no contest.
Not a big cat guy.
Like I'm a fan of cats like when they're kittens because they're cute and they're little.
Nope. They're all psychopaths.
Yeah.
You want to know why they're psychopaths? Because cats will literally do the dumbest shit like this. They'll be sitting there staring at you, just judging you from afar. And then you like go to pet it, and all of a sudden it just goes and just whacks you with a claw and scratches you. And you go, I got you because I want to play with you and pet you, not so you could be a psychotic bitch and scratch me. So, yeah. So no, thank you. Pass. They just have. I mean, I will say the only pro compared to dogs that cats have is independence. They are self-sufficient.
That's true.
You know, you just leave the litter box down here. Like you were talking about, you got to leave for work. You got to have somebody come let the dogs out. Cat, you're like, oh, I'll be gone for 2 days. Perfect. There's food, there's water, there's litter box, done.
And just fill up like 3 things of water, a bunch of food, and then it's like,
boom,
sweet.
There it is. Dogs, a little more work.
Yeah, but then it's like they're more work, but they're more fun. They're more fun to be around.
Yeah, who doesn't love dogs? Even the only thing I will say, when you get like a 110-pound dog that thinks it's a lap dog, nope.
That's my 70. That's my 70-pound dog.
Not it. It's not it. 70 I can do. But like the what are they? Like the mastiffs, you know?
Yeah.
Like the 120, like you pretty much, it's a horse, and it's like, oh yeah, he's really friendly, and then you're like, oh okay, awesome, and you're sitting on the couch, all of a sudden this thing just barrel rolls at you and just jumps up, and I'm like, okay, well I didn't come here to get murdered by a dog.
See, I've always thought about trying to bring one of my dogs to like the cave sometime, like when we're chilling on the patio.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, fuck, now I gotta, because I'm on such high alert with my dogs.
Yeah.
Because they're the type of dogs, if they run away, it's gonna be impossible to get them back.
Yeah.
So
Are they good with other dogs?
They used to be like really good, because so in Arizona there's literally dog parks every fucking everywhere. So when we first got our dogs, we take them to the dog park literally every day. So they're always finding around other dogs. But now, since there's not a single fucking dog park here other than one in Oregon, which nobody even goes to.
Yeah.
So you spend the money to get that. And they've become so close together now that they're just so protective of each other. So if another dog is there and like say one dog knocks over my dog, the big dog will come over, like knock him over.
Yeah.
That's my girl. Beat his ass.
Yeah.
But that's no, dogs are always better than cats. I know there's like the cat people, and if they are cat people, they're probably single women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, or 70s. But yeah, no, it's always dogs. And the people, because I obviously I've dabbled on dating apps a little bit, and there's people that will literally have a prompt and like with confidence be like, you should not comment on this if you like dogs.
Yeah.
And I want to comment and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you as a human being to where you don't like dogs?
It's man's best friend for a reason.
They're so
Come on.
cute.
Yeah. Oh,
Actually, there's some fucking ugly
well, actually,
dogs.
okay. So you know what's funny about this? I've talked about this before. So baby animals, adorable. Any baby animal at all, I don't care what it is, it's adorable. Except
Yeah.
for snakes. Fuck snakes. Spiders too. Fuck them.
You about to say human babies are ugly?
They are the ugliest fucking thing ever, dude. Human babies are so ugly. Look like little aliens.
I sat there. I can't remember who I said this to, and I know everyone's always like, "Well, it'll be different when you have a kid." I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
It's mine. But I always sit there
Still
and
gonna
people are
think
like,
it's ugly.
"Oh, that baby's so adorable." I said,
You don't have to lie. Excuse me, ma'am. I know you care. My feelings won't be hurt. This baby's not attractive. My dad has a theory. My dad has a theory with babies. He says ugly babies make good-looking adults. Good-looking babies make ugly adults.
"But I've never seen a good-looking baby."
Yeah, no, I think.
Are we talking about like a baby that is like
Like a
just
newborn.
birth, or
Like
just
a
like even
newborn.
like a newborn, like once they go home and
like
everything?
2 months? I'll give it to like 2 or 3 months, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, like the newborn infant.
It
like,
must just be a guy thing
It must be.
because
I don't know.
I've never heard a woman be like, "Oh, yeah, every baby's ugly," but they also have that like motherly instinct.
Yeah,
like,
maybe they see it in a
naturally.
different light, kind of thing. You know,
No matter what lighting you put them. But
look like little aliens, man.
yeah, that's like my first thought is I've always had is like I always felt like
Yeah,
they're like
but then
little.
you see like baby kittens and puppies, and you're like, they're so fucking cute. And then you
Even
look
when
at
they
this baby
can't walk
human.
and they're like this big, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
so cute. And what's that scene? The girl, she's like, it's so fluffy. I don't
Oh,
want to die.
Is it Despicable Me?
I think
He's
it's
like,
the originals. Yeah,
It's so fluffy.
yeah. And then I look at a baby human and I go,
I'm like, oh,
hard pass.
wow, it's so cute.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's true. You gotta like fake it for the people. You know, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go meet this person's kid, and you're like, you're friends with them, and it's like, oh my god, she's so cute.
Wow, it looks just like you guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's no distinguishable features on this baby.
nothing.
At all.
Look, it has her eyes. It said,
Wow, I'd be like, wow, what a nice soft spot.
does it have your eyes? How can you tell they're closed?
Yeah, isn't it something like every baby's born with blue eyes, and then they like change?
I
I think it's something weird like that.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know that like I saw this I think it was on a TV show. It was trivia. Like, what's one part of the human body that like always remains the same from birth to like now?
Ooh,
It's the
hold on.
size of your eyes.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure, and just everything just kind of like grows around it or some
Oh,
shit.
really? Your eyes never grow.
It's something really weird.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see it. No, I don't know if I can see that. Your eyes are the same size.
Actually, it's probably not. Can you imagine these eyes? Right?
Yeah, I was like, I'm thinking about that. Yeah, I don't know if that's true. All right, you ready for the word of the day?
What's the word of the day?
Okay, so the word of the day, Urban Dictionary, love it. It's fantastic.
The eyeball.
Answer: the eyeball is the only organism. Why is it called an organism?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, this one says ear ossicles. What the fuck is the ear ossicle? All right. Anyway,
I don't know. Okay, so your eyes never grow.
that's what we need confirmation, but we don't know.
Okay, this is a science podcast. All right, word of the day. Here we go. It's a phrase. Okay, now it just says atomic bomb.
Ooh.
Okay, it's not sexual, but it does involve a bathroom. What do you think it is? Atomic bomb.
So if I'm thinking of atomic bomb,
Yeah.
I'm fucking thinking I'm on the toilet. I just ate some Taco Bell or Chinese food with MSG in it, and I'm sitting
Some
there,
MSG.
and all of a sudden in my mind I'm thinking, enemy tactical nuke incoming. I think it's just an
Okay.
atomic shit.
Okay, all right. So it does involve shit, but it's actually hilarious. So you know how there's like upper decker? Like there's a phrase for something that you do. Like an upper decker is when you shit in the top of the toilet. Do you know that?
No,
You never heard that?
no.
Ah,
I think like up a decker, like a double decker bus.
that's so
Go
British. That's so
England!
British
4th
of
of
you.
July.
Today is the middle finger to you, England day. No, yeah, upper deckers when you take a shit and you know how there's the toilet bowl in like the top part
Yeah.
where you can take the lid off and like fix
I
the
didn't know
everything.
people actually did that.
That's a thing. It's called an upper decker.
Doesn't it just get stuck in there?
Yeah, it just floats in there. It's gross. That's why you do it. It just stays there. So if it's someone's house you don't like, you just go upper decker.
Oh, I remember that Saturday.
Yeah, yeah, good one. All right, fuck. Okay, atomic bomb. This is actually hilarious. An atomic bomb is performed by climbing to the top of the stall and shitting or attempting to shit into the toilet from about 5 to 6 feet above the bowl.
Oh my god.
May also be called an atomic dump.
Okay,
Can
so
you envision being on the top of the stall, just like first off getting up there, and second off trying to like take your pants off and like hang your ass over the stall and try to shit into the toilet bowl?
is it hang your ass off of one side of the stall, or is it climbing up like Spider-Man like this and then like shitting like that?
Well, okay, you're just supposed to poop from 5 to 6 feet above.
So it's kind of like just as long as you're up by the top of the stall. By
Yeah,
any
it
means
just says
necessary.
performed by climbing to the top of the stall and shitting or attempting to shit into the toilet from 5 to 6 feet. I would miss every time.
Yeah, I don't. I'd have to be like,
you know how gross that would be? It just goes.
I'd have to like cheat and stuff. I mean, one, I've never actually taken a shit just like from that view, so I don't know if it's gonna plop straight out. Is it gonna fire?
I
out?
don't know. No, these are all questions that I have no answers to.
Reminds me when people used to shit on the floor in high school. It was the weirdest saga
so
that Byron
gross.
had ever been through.
That's so gross.
Disgusting. Instead of shitting until they would literally just shit on the side. And I'm like,
here's a good one. Here's another phrase that I know. It's called graffitis.
I'm gonna assume graffitis is graffiti with feces.
That's so funny. Can you imagine walking in and just seeing like poop smeared on the wall and it's like graffiti?
That'd be fucking gross, man.
Yep,
fucking
that's the thing. Graffitis.
Fuck you.
Yeah, just like thinking about how people have to do that just makes me cringe. So I got one other question for you. I know we're probably up on time almost. Yeah,
56.
Yeah, oof, perfect. So the debate is toilet paper over under. Since we're talking about bathroom, over under.
What do I do in my bathroom?
Oh, please answer this correctly.
I think I go over.
Thank you. Yes, over is the only way.
Reason being is because anytime I've ever put like I usually buy the mega rolls.
Okay.
And so if you put it under, it doesn't because how big the
so
toilet
it's like
paper
stuck
holder
against
is.
the wall.
Yeah.
You only get like one.
So like
sheet.
you're pulling it like rip, and I'm like fuck, but you put it over.
You can
everything's
kind of
simple.
See, over. Thank you. I'm glad we're on the same page. If you go under, fuck yourself.
What's the point of going under?
It's so stupid. It's so stupid because over you go huh, and then just pull, and it's still right there. Under you got to go pull, and then it dangles down. You ever seen toilet paper just dangle down?
Oh, it's fucking. Then you got to roll it back up, and it doesn't roll in a proper fucking circle.
Just go over, people. Go over.
Over is the only way.
Yeah.
You should always bet the overs too when you're talking sports.
Always take overs.
Like the Bengals, I'm hitting the over every game they play this year.
You're
the Rockies?
You're a big sports betting guy.
The Rockies?
Maybe we should do a.
Okay, I'm not a big sport. I'm only a big sports betting guy in UFC.
I was gonna say maybe we should do like a little segment on Dirk's hot picks for the week on the next UFC event, and you can just go through all your bets you've got. That could be good on the next main event.
We'll see how much money I lose, people, because I'm on a cold streak right now.
You're on a cold streak.
I need here. Okay, you're hitting me with some words. You know that you're a baseball guy. Slump buster.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
Okay. I think that's not just a sports term anymore.
It's not?
No, a slump buster is like when you're in a dry spell on getting laid.
Slump buster is just honestly a dry spell for anything now.
Yeah, it just kind of translates to
Well,
anything.
I remember I was playing 2K with one of my buddies, and we're loading up for a game, and he said that he was talking about how bad he was playing, like in his baseball, like he's not pitching the same and all this. And one of his other baseball buddies goes, "You need a slump buster," and he goes, "No, dude, fuck that, that's gross." And I'm like, guys, what's a slump buster?
Yeah, it's like an unattractive girl.
They said, look it up, and it literally said like an unattractive female, typically larger, like you have sex with them to get you out of some sort of slump. And it originated from like baseball stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. I was like, I was like, that's incredibly fucked up.
Yeah.
Does it work?
No,
so I said to them, I asked him, does it work? He goes,
I don't know.
anytime I have it, it has. And I go, I'll keep that. I'll keep.
Dude, baseball's a weird sport. There's so much superstition involved with that. It's ridiculous.
I don't like the baseball. Like people like dance and stuff, and like this is bad for the sport. I'm like, oh god.
I know. I hate that shit.
America's pastime.
They're so old school. It's so annoying.
Baseball player hit the gritty going to home plate and said, "If that was me, I'd hit him with a ball next time he's up to bat."
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah, and a lot of people like the bat flipping thing is a huge thing.
Yeah.
Right. So like you smack one, it's clearly a home run, and they just do like the most obnoxious like toss the bat or like showboat, flip the bat.
Yeah.
And like some of the old timers are like, oh, it's so fucking disrespectful. You should just be humble, blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, they gotta just fucking smack that baseball. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
If I'm the pitcher, I'm going, yeah, you deserve to fucking do that.
I don't know if it was this year, like when it was happening. I think it might have been like Nationals and Astros or something like that. But they kept on trying to hit this one guy with a pitch. I don't know what he did, but over and over to a point where pitchers kept getting thrown out of the ball game.
Yeah, yeah.
Because all they wanted to do was just hit him.
Yeah, there was a bench clearing fight last week. It was the Mariners Cardinals, maybe.
I don't know what you're
Something
talking
like
about. I saw the angle from the dugout. on the
yeah,
video.
yeah. That was crazy. That was a bench clearing. That doesn't happen that much anymore.
Yeah.
That used to be a lot more frequent, but that and then like stopped and then like picked up again. And
Does it ever happen in baseball where you accidentally hit somebody with a pitch?
Yeah, but they kind of look at it from the perspective of you're a professional. That shouldn't happen. You should have the control to get it around the zone.
Yeah.
So if you throw behind somebody, like where literally the ball goes, like you're trying to hit them and you miss like behind them, they go, "What are you trying to do here?" Because that's pretty bad.
It's like you're that good. Like you should not be.
You should not be missing that bad. So there's a lot of debate about that. But sometimes, it just comes up and in on people. Like Bryce Harper, this last week, his hand broke, like shattered his pinky or something. He has to get surgery. But they threw up and in on accident. Right, the ball just came up and in, and that shit happens. And he goes to swing and and it just smacked his hand, and he was out. And the pitcher, you feel bad, right? You're not trying like the dude broke his hand. You're not like I'm gonna break this guy's fucking hand. You're like, no, just
like the one spot where you're like, I would never try to throw it there.
I'm just trying to strike him out. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, dude. It happens. So baseball, there's a lot of. I think the reason why a lot of younger people don't like baseball is because of all the old people that have those like unwritten rules.
So
and
weird.
It's like, dude, you gotta modernize it, which is why the Savannah Bananas are a thing.
That fucking TikTok face hilarious.
Because that's what they do. They just do like stupid shit that like younger kids would want to see, like TikTok dances on the baseball field. Like they have some dumb rules, but it's like to make the game fun again, and that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, that's the one thing about baseball. I always see like something really cool happen, and like whenever I have a baseball question, I always hit up my friend and be like, "What are they pitching about for this?"
Yeah.
Oh, it's like an unwritten
rule.
Oh, it's when you're up by so much and the game's almost over, you shouldn't be out there swinging to fucking hit homers.
Yeah.
And you should just let the game like play out by itself. And apparently that's like a fucking no.
Yeah.
No, get your ass whooped.
Makes no sense.
Bring that ass here. Get your ass whooped.
Yeah, it's I don't have a problem with any of those like unwritten rules. I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like especially like from the coaching perspective, like when there's a team that's like killing us, like we played Sycamore and they beat us like 22-1 or 2 or something like that. They fucking shit on us. And it got to the point where like he was stealing bases and they were up like 14. And he was like, dude, I didn't tell him to steal. I was like, dude, you got something to work on? Do it, man.
Yeah.
Run all over me so my guys get the practice on like figuring out, oh, we should probably, not do this or not do that. I was like, dude, just fucking go for it.
Yeah.
So I have that mentality, but there are coaches that they'll be like a pass ball or something. Like, no, stay. We're up 12, stay. And I'm like, dude, just fucking run it. Work on something. You gotta get practice. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. But I also take L's. Like I know I'm like, you guys are better than us.
Yeah.
We just took a fat L.
You gotta fucking teach the kids one way, and usually that way is for embarrassment.
Yeah.
So take the 22-1 ass kicking.
Dude, it was.
No, it's like you guys when you used to play us in soccer all the time.
Sorry about that.
It was nice little like 10-1 my first time playing in years. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, usually that season, well, those 2 seasons where we were really good, my junior and senior year, we got to the point a lot of times where we would be up 6 or 7-0 in half, like at halftime. So that's a running clock in high school soccer.
Yeah.
So what they would do is half is 45 minutes. They would cut the second half down. They would cut it in half.
Yeah.
And it would just, So,
wise choice.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Wish that would have happened with me.
Is that a wrap? Is this podcast?
Yeah, that's podcast.
That's a wrap?
That's an hour and 3 minutes.
Well, thanks for stopping by, guys. Do appreciate you. We got so many socials now. Well, Not Instagram, but we're getting there.
Yeah,
I'll get there.
we're
I don't
old.
know. Yeah.
We don't use the Instagram too much. I'm trying that game, but I don't
Yeah.
know. I just post work pictures.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll put something on TikTok. Make sure you write a review, Apple Podcast. Follow us on Spotify. Do all that good stuff. YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. What do you got?
And I was about to follow. I said we should have a lot of shit to talk about after this weekend
Yeah, this weekend is gonna be a good one.
because
It's the 4th today. It's America's birthday. Fuck England. Yeah, there it is.
fuck America.
Yeah, but next weekend's Byron Fest. So we should have some pretty good stories from
You say like next weekend is like this weekend? This weekend's Byron Fest.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, next weekend.
So you say
This next weekend.
okay. I always get confused. I see people say next weekend,
And then they
thinking
say
that
next
like
weekend.
you're not talking about the specific week. But no, Byron Fest is always a shit show
Dude.
in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see.
Well,
what
whenever
the
you
fuck-
put live music and beer in front of a bunch of Midwest folks, it's gonna be a shit show.
it's I still can remember last year someone punching a TV for like no fucking reason, and then I was like, okay, what the fuck is going on right
Yeah.
now? Look, I don't think there was any fights that broke out from what I can
I don't think so.
remember, but I don't put it past people, especially when it's hot outside. And Saturday's supposed to be really nice.
Yeah.
So and Friday is supposed to be really hot storms, which means everyone's gonna be cornered inside.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not gonna go Friday, but for the
Okay.
podcast stories, I might just stop.
Oh, we're gonna have some good ones. All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.